ECDL Advanced Access Lesson 28 Self-Joins. A self-join describes the situation where a table needs to be linked to itself. For example, in a staff table, with employee number as the primary key, there may be a field showing who each employee's manager is, using the manager's employee number. This employee number will already appear as the primary key for a record in the table, because after all, managers are also employees. To display the manager's name instead of their number in a query, a link to a copy of the staff table will need to be set up using manager as the link field. Okay, so let's try this out. If we open the staff database, if we start off by looking at the staff list table, we will see that at the moment the manager that each member of staff reports to is only shown in the Reports To field as a staff number. A query can be created to display the manager's name, but first a self-join must be created. Okay, so let's create a new query in Design View. Create Query Design. To create the self-join, add the staff list table to the query grid twice. Note the table itself is not duplicated. It is just referred to by two different names. Let's close the Show Table dialog box. The second list is given a different name, Staff List 1. To change this, right-click on the list and select Properties from the shortcut menu. Change the alias entry to Managers and then close the property sheet. Drag the Reports To field from Staff List to the Employee Number field in the Managers table to create the link. From Staff List, add Employee Number, Surname and First Name to the grid. And from Managers, add Surname to the grid again. To change the last field title so that it displays Manager instead of Surname, click anywhere in the last field in the query grid to select it. Then click Property Sheet from the Show and Hide area of the Design tab and change the caption property to Manager. Close the property sheet and now let's run the query. Let's widen the columns. And now notice how the manager's name appears in the manager field and not their employee number. This is because the self-join created earlier causes the query to look up the corresponding name for each employee number that was entered in the Reports To field and return that value. As an aside, the actual link in a self-join is still either an inner or outer join, as described in the last lesson. It's the fact that it links to a copy of the same table that makes it a self-join. Like any relationship, this can be deleted or modified by right-clicking on the connecting line and selecting Delete or Edit Relationship. Okay, let's save the query as self-join. close it, and then close the database. Okay, that's it for self-joins, and I look forward to seeing you next time when we're going to be discussing referential integrity. Okay, I look forward to seeing you then.